The following program was provided by an independent producer solely responsible for its content. The opinions expressed do not necessarily represent the views of this station, its staff, board of directors, or underwriters.
Hello and welcome to another episode of GameShift. I'm Bill Shan and this is Drew. Drew, we had a lot of betas this week. We had Doom, Gears of War, Battleborn, all in beta. And I will start right off with Gears of War. Have you had a chance to play it yet?
I've never had a chance to play Gears of War 4, and I never ever played the Gears of War series, so I don't know what's to come. But
Okay,
I guess
so-
we'll see now.
Yeah, this is just the multiplayer. Gets you right into it. Pretty quick loading and put you into the matchmakings quick. Gets you right into the action. And then it's just it's kind of a hide behind things type strategic game when you play in the when you're playing in the match.
Looks like you can be either humans or these
Cog.
monsters called the Cog, apparently. As you can see, there's all kinds of different weapons. Like, as you can see, got killed by the drop shot.
Yep, I'm doing okay. I killed a couple guys now. You can sneak up on people pretty well. Like the levels are pretty good, so you'll see. Oh man!
As you can see,
Chainsaw.
there's some good melee in this, but the thing after this will be better. Doom, but this will be after
Oh,
this.
yeah, you like Doom better?
Yeah. Gears of War 4 doesn't seem as fun as Doom.
Oh come on, that's an opinion.
We don't see first person, we only see third person, but that's fine. Sometimes you get to see first person when you're shooting the gun and aiming it down, but you're still zoomed out of your character. As you can see, there's a variety of weapons,
Yeah,
ranging from
there's a lot
assault
of
rifles to rocket launchers.
Grenades, smoke grenades, frag grenades, shotguns, machine guns, chainsaw. The chainsaw's built into the gun, which makes for some pretty good combat.
As you can see, you have all types of monsters. This one has like some bit of
Rhino
armor on. Yeah.
Rhino head.
The other like players, the ones there that are human, seem to have lots of armor on, but some don't have as much armor as others.
Big levels, pretty good levels. You can meet, most of the time you meet in the middle of the level. Like there's different areas of the level. You can sneak around people. You can throw like I mentioned before, smoke bombs. And then you don't know where the person is in that smoke bomb. They could throw a smoke bomb, sneak around behind you, and then you don't even know they're there. The run button.
This is by the Coalition.
Yep. And this is one of the games that there's actually like an esports league, so you can actually play, get good at it, and you can compete all around the world. And they always have the competitions where you can like win money if you're good enough playing Gears of War. So.
As you can see, there's lots of cover for you and your pals that will also fight with you. Of course, they're not NPCs, they're real players, and you get I've seen a lot of just weapons. I know I've said this a couple times, but yeah, there's many weapons to choose from.
You can pick weapons up off the ground. Yeah, it's going to be good, no doubt in my mind. And of course, it has a full-fledged single-player mode, which will be just as incredible as all the other Gears. Next, we have your favorite, Doom. again, we went over this a couple weeks ago, but they added a little bit more gameplay for you. This is the open beta now, so anybody can download this and play it. Still looks really fast. So this is actually testing the online capabilities a little more. Now I'm going to show you a little rocket launcher where I'm still dying.
The rocket launcher is actually the worst weapon for people that don't know how to use it.
Yeah, you don't can blow it up in midair.
You can't just like fire it off anywhere you want and kill something. You need to detonate it unless it smashes into something. So it takes a lot of skill to use this weapon. There's also my favorite, the shotgun, which we haven't seen yet, but is very, very cool and has lots of damage.
That's good for close combat, too. You find you usually have to get really close to the people for the shotgun to work well?
Yeah.
Me too. That is a good weapon, but it's just funny that you get the rocket launcher right off the bat. It's pretty good. It's part of the loadout. Looks like it implemented a lot of features as far as like upgrading your character. What do they have? Like skill cards, like a lot of games seem to be implementing the skill card type of gameplay where you can add these cards that will give you extra armor, weapons, different types of features for your character. What's the lines for, Drew? Why does it have... I couldn't figure that out in this multiplayer mode. What does the path mean?
It means to go to the place where you have to capture the little places.
Oh, okay.
There's like little circles that you need to go through and capture. If you kill enemy players in there, you get more points. Lots of people like this gun. The sniper, it's one of the best guns in the game if you know how to use it. Going from afar with it is really good. Nobody notices you. Also, headshots always get a kill. You cannot...
Sniper, right?
Yeah. Only headshots on snipers can kill in one hit.
The graphics look great. The fire effects. You can have grenades. Regular grenades you can throw as well. Is there any special grenades? I haven't really played around with that.
I haven't seen any special grenades. There might be some. I don't
know. Like a smoke grenade?
Oh, there is other grenades. There is a grenade that takes your health away, the normal frag grenade. And there's one more, but I forget the name of that one.
All right. Anyways, it seems to be moving really fast. The graphics are still holding up. The speed's not lagging with this many players in there. They have full team sets now, and I would really recommend downloading and playing the open beta now if you have a chance. It's a beautiful game. It's going to be just unbelievable when it comes out, I think. They never make a mistake with these games. They really know what they're doing, and they took this one very seriously, so I think it'll be worth the money. Worth your time.
Okay. Well, when you see the players, they have different suits on. You can actually get new armor and new customizations for your armor. There's lots of variety. It goes from metallic to like pastel, all this kind of stuff like that.
Yep, and I lost. Defeat. So the next clip we have is going to be Forza 6. Do you recognize what's in Forza 6 now?
I have no idea what's in Forza 6.
Oh, look. Ooh, Fallout 4 vehicle. So I set up a race with the Fallout 4 vehicle. I just wanted to test it out. So it's a free car that you can get. It's just downloaded into Forza 6. It's like a thanks for playing type of thing.
Is it actually like called Fallout 4
Yes,
car?
it's called the. Well, no, it is just a car from Fallout 4. The Chevron, I think they call it.
Oh.
So I'm thinking it's not that good because look how far behind I get at the beginning. But then I just keep on the accelerator. I'm going over 219 miles an hour in it. So it's pretty good. And then cornering and stuff was a little difficult. It feels like, and it really does have like Forza 6 has so much feeling to the controls of cars. It feels like I'm riding on 3 wheels on this thing because it's so big. The front end is so long.
What these things are based on are nuclear power. In Fallout 4, there was nuclear power to power the vehicles. So in this, you don't really see that happening, but that was what the cars run on.
Probably why
in
it's so
Fallout 4.
fast.
Yeah.
Nuclear fusion. So I'm thinking I couldn't get past some of these guys. 7 laps, which, you know, the racing games, I love Forza. That's my favorite racing game. So I was not afraid to show a little bit of my skills in Forza. I don't die. I can make it around the track. So, yep.
This is made by Microsoft. Of course, they made a lot of other games, but this is by far one of their best racing games. It seems the graphics are pretty good, and the sky does look real, except a bit pixelated. And it looks like a real racetrack, of course. And the grass, it looks like everything is normal about this.
Of course, I'm sure they're working on Forza Horizon 3 now. I'm waiting for that announcement. Smooth graphics, fast, quick gameplay. The controls are right on with this game. The physics are incredible. Upgrade your car. You can't say anything else about this game. Forza 6 is just basically ruling the racing games right now. Even Forza Horizon, same studio does it. They're unbelievable.
So is this an NPC race, or?
Yeah, I didn't do online. I just kind of picked a quick race, but didn't adjust the difficulty or anything. My car doesn't have the brake assist or anything like that on because I like to. Everybody has their own style to Forza 6, so my style is to brake late so that I can cut the corners and I go into the corner faster than the other cars. My whole philosophy in Forza 6 is make them brake first and then you can fly past them. So, had trouble passing this vet. I think it's a Corvette. Until we get into heavy traffic, I couldn't pass them.
Well, the online games are much harder.
Yeah.
Everybody has a good car, and they know how to race. They're not just noobs.
There's pro Forza players out there. And I race online a lot, but even if you don't feel like playing online, you can play against your friends with you're racing against their shadow car, or you race against their time. So even when I'm racing here, you see me beat some of my competitors' times. That's my friends online, and it keeps their stats up there for me. So as I race and I start doing better and better, I'll see myself beating their records, and then they get a message saying that I beat their record. So then they come back and try to beat my record. It's kind of crazy. It's very hectic, but when you feel such a sense of accomplishment when you're playing this game.
When you see the little blue arrows, that's telling you where to go, so you don't veer off the path. Although I don't see any other places to go.
Yeah, you can't veer off the path on this one. There's nowhere to go. This is just Daytona, so it's a round oval, an oval track.
To the right, you can see trees and nature out there, so it does look very realistic, because there wouldn't just be a racetrack with nothing around it.
Yep. Yeah, they did everything good. You'll see helicopters flying in the background, fans in the stands. You could do pit stops. The pit stops, you don't see one thing I wish was that the people would come running out, change your tires or whatever, and give you gas up. And, that would be a cool little addition. Just, it takes away a little bit of the realism when you pull into the pit stop and you just stop for a second and then you go again. I'd rather see the crew come out and fix your car.
There's not much else to say about this, except that the round glass over you is very much like Fallout. The design of the car is a lot like Fallout.
Yeah, I think
You
that
can distinguish it easily.
you actually see this in Fallout. It's at that gas station that you go to at the beginning of the game. This,
Red Rocket.
I believe it's the red car too. Yeah, it's at
Yeah.
the Red Rocket.
Actually, the first car you ever see is the truck
Yeah.
at the Red Rocket.
Oh, okay. But isn't there a red car right around there, like exactly like
yeah.
that car? Yeah, it's that car. So then, next coming up is a big deal to me because I loved the Borderlands games. This clip here is going to show their next game, Battleborn, by 2K Games. And Battleborn has, the graphic comparison looks great. It looks like it'll be a fun game. There's probably going to be a single player. This is one of the missions. I think you're better off playing this multiplayer. I think they geared it more towards like having more than one character. Because I just played single player with just myself. I had a lot of trouble getting to this point.
I also played single player. Multiplayer doesn't seem too fun. I think it'd be too easy.
Too easy. It's too difficult without it.
Well, it sounds too easy if you do have other players with you.
Well, I think they might update. They if you have more players playing with you, they'll probably update the difficulty.
Yeah. So there's lots of classes to pick from, ranging from robots to dual wielding, and that's pretty much what it ranges from.
A lot of characters, a lot of different abilities. They have different special moves.
If you aim the weapon that he has now, it'll turn into a shotgun. But right now it's a little pistol. There's a slapping attack you can do with this character. That's just like melee, except it slaps things away. There's also little robots to fight. I haven't seen another level after this, but I have played through it.
Yeah, I played a lot of it and got pretty far. The character movements seem a little slow, but you think so? Yeah. I think it seems like it's slower than a lot of shooters. There's probably more strategy involved in it than I thought. Like, you definitely have to pick your targets. You have to find new areas, find the weakness of the main bosses, and figure out how to beat them.
I've never died in this game yet, but I beat the level.
I died because I couldn't figure out what I was supposed to do. It tells you to blow up those things. There's no guidance to like where to go, what to blow it up. So I'm looking at that thing that was glowing blue, thinking I had to blow that up, but no, that was just the refrigerator unit. So I couldn't find that. It doesn't really tell you. Once I figured it out, I got further.
But the boss he fought in the last fight that you could see, Big Spider, that was actually just a robot. The game is very humorous as to
spider
him,
babies.
As to him being a spider. He keeps going on and on about being a spider. That's pretty much what he does. So the person in charge of him, which is also a robot, yells at him, but he keeps pretending to be a big spider robot. So you can kill him easily because there is little rooms that he goes into that you put bug repellent in.
Yeah, you have to set the bug repellent off.
And then he yells and screams and
But he's a
runs out.
robot. Bug repellent wouldn't do anything to him.
Yeah, because that's what he's like. He's way too into the spider thing.
Yeah, he gets scared because you set off bug repellent, but it wouldn't even do anything to him. It's pretty good. It is humorous, the whole game. It's kind of like playing the game with what was his name in the other one? The bot.
Claptrap?
Claptrap. Yeah, it's kind of like you're listening to Claptrap all over again.
You can be Claptrap in the pre-sequel.
Oh, I gotta play that.
I'm
more.
Claptrap in the pre-sequel.
How do you like that? The pre-sequel. That was a good one.
It's good.
Did you beat Borderlands 2?
No.
How about 1? No. Will you beat this?
Maybe. As you can see, there's a thing called Epic Gear, which gives you cool gear sets, of course, to equip, and those will do good things for you. and you'll pretty much be able to kill things faster.
Like you get abilities and you can upgrade your character, you can upgrade his weapons. Can you upgrade his armor in this? I didn't see anything for that. You can definitely do the weapons or get new weapons. They evolve, so
Yeah.
I'm hoping they do something with the armor too. That would be something else to see. But I mean, all these betas kind of came out of nowhere this week. We had Gears of War, Doom, Forza 6, Battleborn. We got more next week, but I'm hoping for more betas and open betas. I don't have anything that's releasing next week that's a major release, but I'm sure things are going to pop up. So we'll see. What are you playing now still? You're just doing Dark Souls 3?
Yes.
We're in the same place in Dark Souls 3 now.
I'm killing the Baldur Knights, or the Lothric Knights, which you have to fight to get to the boss. There's like about 4 of them. One that's really special with glowing blue eyes. He's definitely the hardest. He kills you, and he's really, really good. Like, he's like a typical Dark Souls player.
Drew and I are kind of having a competition with. We're having a competition in Dark Souls 3 where he's pushing me along, I'm pushing him along. Mostly he's pushing me along because he's ahead of me in the game. But he's doing great. I'm doing great. It's so aggravating. But we shall see. I want to keep tabs on you and see how you're doing in that game. You're ahead of me now, technically, because you have a better weapon and stuff. So we'll see. I got a new armor, head armor, which is supposed to be a little bit better than the other armor. And
I got Hollow Knight helmet.
Oh, really? I did not get that. But the game's fun. You just have to keep pushing away at it. Anyways, that should sum up this week's episode, I think, huh, Drew? You know anything that's coming out next week?
Not really. I don't know anything
All right.
that's going to come out.
Well, anyway, go ahead, close us out.
Catchphrase.
The preceding program was provided by an independent producer solely responsible for its content. The opinions expressed do not necessarily represent the views of this station, its staff, board of directors, or underwriters.